Hey, what's up guys? So I'm making another video today about Ice Poseidon. I'm sure a lot of you know about what's going on and or who Ice Poseidon is. He was a huge streamer back in the day. He used to make a lot of IRL streams, you know, like he would be kind of an edgy fan base and a lot of like edgy shit would go on. I mean, I think back in the day I might have tuned into a few streams, but I kind of knew who he was back then and stuff. Never really knew who Ice Poseidon was, in fact. But to kind of go over it, he scammed his fans for over $500,000, and this isn't the first time he's admitted to scamming people. He's done it in the past, apparently, according to other people. He's admitted to it, and literally on streams he's just said like he admits to like a Ponzi scheme, but then like says it's not a scam or what he's doing is perfectly okay.
In order for the investors to make their money back, what we do is we grow the company to a certain point, and then we have other investors come in, and obviously they invest their money as well, hopefully more than $2 million. And then obviously when we get more than $2 million invested, the other investors will get their 2 mil back. It's not a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme. Okay. I don't really know how to explain it because I didn't explain that very well, I guess.
And that's very similar to what he does now. Just to kind of explain it to you, he literally just blatantly says, yeah, I took the money out, I'm keeping the money and I'm not giving it back. And to give a little bit more context, he created a cryptocurrency called CX Coin where he had his fans interact with it basically. You know, they'd put their money into it, and then what happened was he pulled all the money out for himself, which was over $500,000, and I guess he left like 42k in the system, but took like a lot of money out. He took basically 300k for himself, and he's basically saying it's not a pump and dump scheme. He's not taking money from fans, and he's saying that what he did was perfectly fine, and that he just quit the business because it was quote unquote dying, which makes no sense because he quite literally just took all this money out from fans that literally put their money in and is not giving the money back, which is pretty fucked up in itself. But I'm just gonna run through a few clips. This was brought up by a guy named Coffeezilla. He does a great video on him. It's a really good video on him. He's a good content creator. He does a lot of in-depth, research videos on people, a lot of, like scammers or people who do shitty things like that. He's really good and his content's pretty fun. This video is really good as well, so I mean, check it out if you want, but just to kind of give you a little context, I'm gonna start this clip.
You want to keep the money that's not yours, that you took from the project, even though you failed to deliver.
I mean, I'm not really sure what you want me to say, but yeah.
I'm trying to like get you to return the money because it's 100% still available and you could do that.
Yeah, I could give the money back. It is within my power. But I'm going to look out for myself and not do that. I don't like know what else to say. That's just the most honest answer.
He literally just admits that, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm just gonna keep the money. What do you want from me? I don't really know the intention behind it, but again, that's the main point that a lot of people are talking about. There's other points that he says in this video, but he basically just admits to like, yeah, I pulled a bunch of money out. What's it to you? Like, is that really a big deal? I don't know if Ice Poseidon is fucking retarded. I can't tell if he's retarded and doesn't understand what he's doing is wrong, or if he's just a shitty person. I'm convinced that he's a shitty person. Like, he clearly is a shitty person and tries to act like he's not a shitty person, but like, he basically fucked himself over with this one. But I'm just gonna run through the rest of the clips here.
Like, seriously, how long did you work? I'm just curious.
Well, like you said, it was a fork, so I don't know, a couple weeks.
Couple weeks, $300,000. It's a nice chunk of change.
Now, I pleaded with Paul, or Ice Poseidon, to return the money that he stole, in part appealing to the guilt that he was taking money from his fans who were all much worse off than him. Ice Poseidon's response was that he didn't like how that made him sound.
I don't know if you're aware of the fact that your average fan has way less money than you. So you're just taking from poor people. Like, you understand that, right?
That is definitely not, that is not a good way to put it. That's a pretty shitty way to put it, my dude.
I think it's a pretty shitty thing to do.
He just kind of like says he worked on it for a few weeks, which I know damn well he didn't work on it that long. He probably put like a few days effort into this, knew it was a pump and dump scheme, threw it out there, and then he just pulled it when it was at probably its highest point, or where he thought it would be its highest point. And that's basically the situation. And then again, he just like pulls it off as like oh, that was a pretty shitty way to word it. Like, dude, what are you talking about? What do you mean a pretty shitty way of wording it? You scammed your fans. Like, Coffeezilla makes a very good point. Like, it's a pretty shitty thing to do. Like, right, like, you scammed your fans out of $300,000 and then refused to give it back because you need to look out for yourself. Keep in mind, Ice Poseidon, you've made thousands upon thousands of dollars on the internet, and you're taking from people who have little to no money. You promote something to your fans, and the funny thing is I love how this guy, like, in a previous stream, he fucking talks about how he was like the Save the Children project from FaZe. Oh, it's a terrible project, you know, and it sucks that they would take from people like that and just completely scam their fans, but then completely go and do the same fucking thing. He literally just went off and scammed his fans, which I find to be the dumbest shit ever. That's why I'm saying I can't tell if this guy's literally retarded or if he actually, like, understands what he's doing, because at this point I can't tell if he's retarded or not or what's going on, because, like, it almost seems like he doesn't really understand the concept of a scam. I think he just thinks like, oh, the money, look at the money, so much money, I should pull it, and then he pulls it, and then when people say that was bad, he's just like, oh, that's a pretty shitty way of putting it. Like, what? I mean, that's why I'm saying he must be doing this because he knows he's scamming people. There's no way he's that retarded. But anyways, guys, I just kind of wanted to talk about it. There's not much else to talk about. Literally, if you want to check it out, check out Coffeezilla's video. I'm not gonna like go into depth about this stuff because he went into depth, and I don't want to really take that kind of, you know, lightning from him, that thunder. Yeah, I'm not gonna get anything off of it. But, you know, again, like, that's the whole situation. He just fucking scammed his fans. He's a really fucking shitty human being, and he even tried to make an apology on Twitter. Not an it wasn't, okay, actually, hold on. It wasn't an apology. It was like a statement where he was just like, I didn't scam my fans. It was another situation where he didn't scam his fans, and then of course everybody's reaction is they hate him. But Ice Poseidon, I don't know what you think was right about this. If you think $300,000, $500,000 was worth every single person on the internet hating you, then I guess it was worth it, but I just don't know where you think that was a great idea. Stop scamming people, dude. I mean, actually, at this point, you can't really scam people. Your reputation's ruined now, so at least that's good, but go fuck yourself, Ice Poseidon. You're a piece of shit, and yeah, see you guys. Peace.